Hey, what's up, everybody? It's me, Ryan, again, here for another Penumbral Passage devlog. This is devlog number 8. It's been about 2.5 weeks since the last one, and holy crap, there is a lot of new content and new changes in the last 2.5 weeks. This is probably going to be a lengthier video. We've done the open beta invite and gotten some playtesters in, so I'm going to talk first about changes to the game since the last video. And then we're going to talk a little bit about open beta, and then we're going to do some gameplay. And then I'll show off some of the changes in game. The first thing you will notice is this sweet new title screen. So that is in from the last video. I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out. It's not perfect. There's still a few tweaks I could make for sure, but I'm very happy with it. Also, all these menus are new. You can now come directly to the Discord and talk to me if you want about the game or whatever. I've got volume slider in, which you will get to hear the awesome background track that's been added since the last video as well, courtesy of Keith Burgun. It's incredible. The 3 difficulty levels are in. These were not in either. I went back and watched the last video, and I was just amazed that I hadn't even put these in yet. So I did a lot in the last 2.5 weeks. So yeah, there's 3 difficulty levels in now. Plans to update this system. Right now all it does is change how much the quests cost the player and how much the challenges on the road cost your resources, but that'll be more robust in the future and more granular as well. I want to get away from just having 3 and have it something more like the Slay the Spire system where they have 25 basically, something like that. So there's also new art for spells in. There's new animations in, which I just added this week for when you get resources and when you pay resources from tiles. I'll show some of that off. That's based on some open beta feedback. Yeah, I'm sure I'll remember more as we get into it that's changed. So I guess we'll transition a little bit, talk about open beta. I opened the itch page up on Monday, and reception's been good. I've probably gotten maybe 40 or 50 people to download the game. I don't really have analytics on how much they've played, but definitely a few people have played for multiple days and stayed in touch with me and given me bug reports and feedback on the game, and that's been a really great feeling. A lot of the criticism is the same, like a lot of the feedback is in the same direction, and that's also reassuring. Most people are liking the game itself, liking the mechanics, liking the arcs, but having trouble with readability and the difficulty level in some cases. And then there's some unbalanced map generation, and some of the caravanners are more or less balanced than the others, and that kind of stuff will get ironed out in the future. But good feedback on core mechanics is nice, and then the criticism and the hey, here's something I noticed that I didn't like has all been stuff that's on my short list already to address, which is also reassuring to me as a designer that, hey, I've already identified some of these problems and started to think about how to deal with them. Yeah, so if you haven't checked out the game, or you have but you haven't come over to the Discord, feel free to come over to the Discord. You can now just click through this link here on the game itself, and you can come hang out and say hi. All right, I guess we'll get into it and see. And I'll try to go through it piece by piece here. Don't know if that music's gonna be, I don't know if we're gonna learn a lesson. Try to turn the music up loud enough that you can hear it, but not so loud that it drowns out my own thoughts here. Yeah, so you can see the spell icons are here, new. Still a little bit. I want to add, I've gotten some feedback to add a 1 to this one so it's more readable, stuff like that. I can't remember if spells rotated last time I played or not. Now the spells rotate, so we get these 3 spells, they won't be the same 3 spells for the entire match. So all 5 spells are in the pool right now, and then they just cycle through. Yeah, I guess I'll show off some animation. Let's kind of analyze our board state here. So we got quest for 18 coins, and yeah, I'm gonna have to turn this. Maybe I can we'll get that ironed out for the next video. 18 coins is what we're going to need, so that's probably one of the tougher quests. We've got town lanterns available, the mushroom, the axe, and the fishing rod here. Those are decent decent items. The town lanterns is pretty good for the coins quest. Also, you can refund items now. That was some feedback that I got that I implemented. So if you buy an item, maybe we'll show this off later, it doesn't charge you for the item until after you've equipped it on your guy. So currently the way it works is you can just right click to return it to the store, but I want to add left click where you can put it back in the slot that you purchased it from. That's on the short list. To add, we have got the wolf and the flame guy as usual. So yeah, we'll just show off the animations here. I'm going to grab a wood, so you'll watch the little wood icon here. So now it pops up and disappears to give you some feedback. That's the most common feedback I got by far was, what's going on? You know, and so adding some indication that you get the resource immediately when you go to the tile was at the top of my list to do. So I'm happy to get that in. There's going to be sound effects too tied into that as well. Eventually, hopefully in the next few weeks, and then we'll take a food here. I think this choose window was in last time, maybe not. I have to go back and watch the video, but this is new, and it accommodates a lot of different options. I try to make it robust. It's a bit hacky on the back end for some of the more edge case tiles, but it's set up to be more robust than how I've coded some of my other stuff. As you know, I'm learning some of that as well as we're progressing forwards here as a developer. Alright, let's get our head in the game. Gotta get 2 coins for this guy, 2 food. Pretty easy start. Take a couple turns here and then reevaluate. We want to get the mushroom probably. That's going to give us a long-term magic source. Yeah, it took me a couple days to add these animations. I don't have in for the hourglass yet or for the star, but yeah, those are coming. We could get the mushroom right now. I don't want to put it on this guy because he destroys tiles. Okay, let's put it on this guy. I'm going to add an effect here too that highlights where the items go. Also on the to-do list. Okay, we're going to need to grab a coin. So we can either choose to grab the coin through day labor, or we can pay for it here. I'm going to do this just so I can show off how I've got these set up as well. So I will, what's the best way to do this? I'll eat this. This will give me a berry and a magic resource. There's no visual for the resource yet, or for the items. I haven't quite yet decided how I want to do the tokens and the items yet. And then, oh, I guess if I go up here though, I'll leave a token. It's fine. We'll abandon a magic token to show off this. So I'm going to choose to pay food, and then this little guy will animate as well to indicate what you did there. Could grab the fishing rod, it's pretty strong. Using 5 of our magic before we know what's up is pretty dangerous. We also need to get a food here. Fishing rod would let us get an extra food. Feels a bit risky. I think what I'm going to do is plant this tree. So planting the tree here gives us access to the food and information. Okay, so it's just this guy. So we can definitely get magic before we get to him. I found a bug with the beacons when I was trying to... There's a bug in the game where sometimes if you click on a caravaner, he'll just jump to a tile randomly before you select. And it's hard to repro. I haven't quite figured out what exactly is happening, but when I was trying to hunt that down, I found a bug with the beacons that if you light them with wood and then they extinguish, they don't correctly reveal tiles that should be revealed by your cart. like they'll just dim everything around them. And that bug's probably been in the game for at least 6 months. And it just lets me know that, hey, I'm not even using these beacons, at least in that way. I mean, if they're at the bottom of the screen, you tend to light them with magic so you can get more use out of them, but still pretty telling. All right, so this is gonna get us 2 food, which is gonna be nice. And then we can fight this guy. I don't know if you saw it. I also added an effect up here to warn you if you're gonna die next turn, and it highlights the resource that's gonna, you know, do you in. We need to get this magic. And then we can go fish here as well. And then this little window pops up. I think we're just gonna go for food. I don't know which of these items I'm looking for next. We'll wait probably for the next challenge to pop up to decide. But yeah, so now it says, oh, you need a magic, so this highlights. I think I might put an effect here as well. Maybe turn this, or maybe this dark area here, this dark red color might be nice. Have to tie them together a little bit more. Okay, so we ate our lake. We need to grab this magic. So I want to try to take advantage of my fishing rod. Could go for this beacon. Could light the beacon with, oh, if I light the beacon with magic, I'd die though. Okay, well I guess we're out of luck there. Okay, let's grab a wood. Okay, 5 wood coming up for this guy. We've conveniently prepared ourselves for that. Just keep getting wood. Alright, so we got our buddy coming up here who's going to join us. So you can see here there's this like really long straight stretch of road. I want to rework the road algorithm so that this doesn't happen as much. I've got to think about a way to do that. I need to probably just sketch out some possible scenarios. Right now the road is kind of generated like you would twirl a piece of string in between 2 fingers. So you like hold your fingers at either end and then you kind of, those endpoints are set and then it twists and turns in between those 2 set points. So it always ends and begins in the center. And then it's got a set length and then it also has a set height. And then it twists based on those parameters. But it's leaving me with some straight stretches like this, which I think if I had more turns in the road, the game would be more interesting overall. Especially later on, you get these straight stretches with like a 20 wood werebeaver at the end of it, and you're like, oh crap! Like, and then it feels really bad. And having them more consistently turn will also let me increase the difficulty of the challenges a little bit, because putting a constraint on that means you'll have more time to see the challenges coming up and then more time to react. So that's an avenue I want to try to explore, but I need to think about how I want to write the road algorithm to accommodate for that. And then how much do I want to enforce putting these guys in spaces that aren't tied to these straight stretches? We'll see. Alright, so we have to take advantage of our fishing rod. We're gonna need 2 coins for this cairn stones. Coming up soon. I think I said this at the beginning of the video, but adding an easier difficulty is on the short list. I got some people to play the game who aren't familiar with games at all, just like friends even, and some people who are unfamiliar with this type of game or this type of you know, turn-based spatial reasoning decision-making stuff. And even they found that the bandit difficulty level, which is currently the easiest, was too easy. I mean, too hard. So accommodating those players is something I want to do. Decided not to eat the lake that time. Oh, there's another one down here. That's alright. Alright, so we got the squirrel guy. Also, something I'm thinking about. I don't know. I have a soft spot in my heart for these designs, but they're maybe too abstract, and I've gotten that feedback from multiple people as well, that they just don't like the aesthetic of these pieces. So I'm considering redesigning them as humanoids. So they would be maybe a little bit animated, and then they would be just like 2D people, and you would place them down. I don't know. This one I like a lot, so I think, and then like some of them like this one I think is a bit worse. So something I'm thinking about. I might try to just sketch one up and see how it makes me feel. This is our last chance to get the... I haven't really bought any items, which is probably means that I'm losing. Let's think about that. I mean, I got 2. One of the other feedbacks I've gotten is that boons and items aren't of equal value, and that sometimes you get a row of all boons. And I can't decide if that's... and then people find that frustrating. I can't decide if that is an issue with the design of the boons, or maybe people are interacting with the system in the way that I intend, and I'm not communicating that well enough. I don't know. I also think some of the game falls apart if you're playing it at a difficulty that is below kind of what you are capable of as a player. You can get into this lame duck scenario where you don't have to engage with the items or spells at all, and you can just kind of beat the game. And trying to communicate, hey, this is where you belong, difficulty-wise as a player, is something I'm, that's at the somewhere in the middle of my mind, I guess. Like, not super important, but also I don't want to forget about it. Okay, I'm gonna grab these coins. And then they go 3 times, and then this spins 3 times as well. This time we will eat the lake. Kind of want to use these coins on... kind of want to use these coins to buy this axe. And then maybe we can get into a lumberyard loop and beat it that way. That means we need to get 3 more wood. Oh, there's one. I just remembered there's one bug. Somebody pointed out there's a bug where you buy the magic lantern and it doesn't change the quest for the wood. I did not get to that one. Okay, so maybe we'll pop off with town lanterns here. So we'll take this. This is going to give us 3 wood. Then we can buy town lanterns. That's going to light up our orange tiles. Whoosh. There's magic torch. Then we will buy the axe, put the axe on this guy. And then that will let us eat this for 3 wood plus the food from the lake. And then we can get coins here. And back to wood here. I guess we can send this guy. Do we want to get the extra? Oh no, he needs to go here. So he gets 2 wood and a food from this tile. And then you can do it. I think we're pretty comfortable here. It's gonna depend on if we get the wizard. Our magic production is not very strong right now. So yeah, I guess my list for what's coming next is gonna be animations for items so that they have some visual feedback. That's pretty, I might even start on that today or tomorrow. And then sound effects for those types of interact. There's just a lot of, the game needs a lot of sound effects. So I'll probably start first with adding sound effects for resources and then for UI interaction. And then I want to fix the road generation, think about that, and find a more consistent way to make the experience good for the players, and without, decreasing randomness too much. What am I doing? I'm talking and playing at the same time. And then after that, it will be more content. So I've got a brainstorming list of items and stuff I've already got started. Probably spells will be at the top of the list, spells and items. So I think I need a couple more spells, and then maybe like 5 or 10 more items and boons, and that'll be enough to make it fresh. And then maybe another tile or two. Then after that round of iteration, I'll probably be adding more caravanners. Like I think the caravanners, they're the ones that you interact with the most, but also I feel like you get a unique enough experience with just 5 of them right now that they're not what's bottlenecking the play pattern, except for maybe the guy, the bat. I call him the bat. He can go to the dimly lit tiles. Oh, also considering changing the way upkeep is displayed on the map, and then Amy suggested, but like right now this is upkeep for your guys, and it's not shown at all in the tooltips, which is probably just wrong. But then sometimes you get the upkeep will overlap with this guy. So you can see this is my food cost, this is my torch cost, this 6 coins is associated with him, and then here's my upkeep for food and my torch again, because wood is every other turn, food is every 3 turns right now. But if it overlaps with him, it would just say 3 + 1 + 6 in this box, and then the player doesn't really grok immediately, unless you're really familiar with the systems, what's going on. So when you mouse over him, let's see if I can't really get it, but then over here on the right box where you can see him displayed in the tooltip, it would display that information about what is upkeep and what is associated with him there. That's what I'm going to try first, I think. Okay, now we can play. We need to get some coins. I think I want the magic more than I want the food. I'm gonna send him there, him here. We're just gonna keep working this loop, and then you can go here. Oh, cool! And we got another lumber mill available to us. Also added first time doing player preference stuff with Unity, and we wanna. Which is not too bad, but after I added the title screen, and then I didn't show off these menu options as well, but I added new map and restart map, so you can restart with the same map. It doesn't track all the dice rolls, but it will give you the same caravanners, the same hitchhiker, the same starting spells, and the same starting items. And then the way those decks are built, they will be stacked in the same way, but if you shuffle them, then the shuffle will not hold. And the new map is a completely new map. And then if you press exit here, it'll ask you if you want to exit, and then you can say no, or you can return to title. We're going to say no. And I add all these. Like, getting all these buttons and stuff in wasn't too bad. I got a good rhythm going for that stuff. And some good, like, reusable code. I haven't done... There's a way to use Unity buttons, but I started the project building my own buttons, and then I just haven't... I haven't tried to learn, because it's just like, okay, I've got something that works, and I just drop these scripts on there and it works, so maybe we'll learn that later. Alright, we need to keep getting these coins. I'm just going to scout out over here. Now we could opt for the pickaxe. How many times we'll be able to go to this gold mine? I mean, going for the pickaxe here. Maybe we need to shuffle. We could shuffle here. It would cost our whole turn to shuffle. I think that's fine. We could shuffle this for 2 magic. That just shuffles 1. I should have gone here first, so maybe we'll shuffle next turn. In that case, this gives us 4 food. It's a lot of resources. It's like minus a coin, but okay. Now we shuffle. We'll also need to get coins this turn, which we can do. Okay. That gives us the hat, the ring, a spell refresh, and a... So like having a little animation tied into that would be nice as well. We haven't used our spells much this game. It's medium wizard. So that means it's either going to be the dragon or the werebeaver coming up. So I want to have enough enemies too. That's going to be on the content list that you can't like, okay, I know the wizard is here, so I know who's going to be next, you know? It shouldn't be that way. Okay, I'm gonna send him here still. We still need this. I don't think I need to buy the hat. I think the hat will kill us this turn, right? We go down to 1. We go up +4. No, we can do the hat. Will the hat net us gold? We're gonna spend 3, so we'll see. So we get 1 back. He can eat this. So he gets 3 there, that's pretty nice. Now we could bounce him for 3 magic and then go here. Yeah, let's do that. So we return him, go here, and then he'll get 3 magic back. And then we can consume this with 2 magic. That'll also give us 2 magic and 2 food. So we're popping off on food production here. I want to redo this effect as well. I mean, this is like super placeholder and old, but I'm also considering adding a light mouse over when you hover over tiles. And my first idea is that this dark outline that's around the outer edge will just light up slightly. So maybe I'll put like a half transparent orange over it to make it kind of like a lighter purple, just like enough that it gives you some visual cue. Okay, now we want to get more wood so we can continue to use this up here, which means we're just going to do this loop. So you go here. So we need him to go here. So this is our second coin we got. Him up here. And then you can munch this lake for wood. And his extra food. Alright, so we still need to catch this magic. We have that on lockdown. Okay, so now this is our 3rd coin, so we've paid for our hat. Now it's all gravy. Okay, so now we got our coins there. Go here. I mean, I do feel like the spell system is maybe the weakest part of the game right now. I'm not sure. I mean, I think it's okay if you don't like, if you're not engaging with the spells every turn. At least at this point, I'm fine with that. But I want to light this beacon. I kinda do. Okay. Light this. Because we could buy the ring and then we could hit up the shrine as an option as well. Okay. This is fine. We get extra wood this way. Okay, so there's our first coin that we got. And this is going to take us to 0 magic. Which means the ring is good. I don't have return a guy. Alright, we're getting close to our 18 coins. Just have him chop wood. Choom, choom, choom. Alright, then you keep doing this. We almost got it. I think I might just spend a turn sending him to the grimoire here. Even though I don't have return a guy. But he's just gonna be stuck there. Alright, so 7 coins and 4 magic, which we have, but we are getting in a tricky situation with our... Get 3 wood. coins. Alright, that'll give us our guy back. Our torch went out. This stayed lit. So before the bug, this would have dimmed. So there you go. Got to show that fix off as well. Coincidentally. This is an awkward turn. So we can put our berries here. Gonna take us down to 1 magic though. We'll just get wood. And you here. I feel like we've got this one beat. We need 5 more coins. We got that for sure. Okay, cool. So we actually did pretty well. I paused to like really think about a few turns there, which helped us get along. Oh, there was also a bug where you couldn't collect multiple tokens with the harvest tile spell. Alright, fixed that. Alright, so it looks like we're in the clear. Nice. And then this part of the map is really sparse. It's a holdover from how I originally had the game designed, where you had to buy items in the middle of the map from the tiles before the marketplace was in, and then you had to use your, you know, like scythe and stuff to survive this part of the map. So that just needs to be, I need to rethink the map algorithm. And I think also maybe adding, kind of the way it works now is it's like a little sparse at the beginning, really dense in the middle, and then really sparse at the end. And then there's probably a way I can break the map down into horizontal zones and then decide, you know, okay, some of these are going to be sparse, some of these are going to be dense, and then randomize that as well. There's some concerns there for sure, but just kind of thinking in that space right now. Alright, looks like we're gonna win. Sweet. And then you get to see the victory screen. I made this little fort down here as well. Should have showed that off. It'll pop up here. Boom. So we delivered the goods. I've also added this total resource calculator at the end and this victory screen. So now you can see how many of each resource you collected. It's a little survey they'll probably be around for a few more weeks, and then I'll take that down. And you can click here to dismiss it, and then it will never come back. So yeah, so that's all that I've added. It's a lot from the last update. I'm really happy. I've been really motivated by the feedback I've gotten, so thank you so much if you have played the game and you have come and chatted and talked to me. Very much appreciated, and I'll see you guys next time.